Morning, Mark here. Brendan's with me.
Morning.
And Jim's in the back. Oh, can't hear him. He's not wired for sound. But wherever you are, tell us what you're up to if you want to, and just say hello. We have a variety of kind of sky looks this morning because overnight we had a few light rain showers in a few towns, nothing widespread, no advisory, nothing like that. But this morning we're looking at, looks like sunshine in Petoskey right now. Looks like a little fog in Gaylord. Cadillac's had a little sun come through that cloud layer. It's been a little sunny at times at the bridge, some clouds and some breaks there. But I think just in general, the farther north you are today in northern Michigan, the more sun you'll see, and the farther south you are, the more clouds you'll see. And in the lower peninsula, there's a chance of another shower. All right, I got a quiz question for you. Now, I got to ask Brendan. I didn't ask him on TV this morning. Now, Brendan, I don't mean to be mean, but
I know where you're going with this.
You've heard of Bing Crosby, right?
I have, yeah.
Okay. How about Fat Swaller?
No, it's just Bing. That's
Okay.
all I know, yeah.
How about Joe Stafford?
I went on with 3, yeah.
That's okay, and I get it. When I put a question like this together, I'm kind of thinking like our TV audience, because they're closer to my age, I think, than closer to Brendan's age.
Yeah.
And so I know it probably doesn't have much interest to younger people, but those are 3 names that, of course, they're a generation older than I am. Maybe Bing Crosby, maybe 2 generations, but still, I'm into music, so I know all 3 of these people. And hopefully, wherever you are, you've at least heard 1 or 2 of them. Anyway, Bing Crosby, Fat Swaller, Joe Stafford, they all recorded a song called "In the Gloaming," and it was a popular song for early part of the 20th century. And so, gloaming is an interesting word because it's something you don't use very often. Matter of fact, I've never used it, except in a question like this. What does gloaming mean? Does it mean rain? Does it mean twilight? Does it mean fog? If you want to answer A, B, or C, we'll tackle that. And you can send a little message to Brendan while I talk a little bit about the weather. As I said, mostly sunny to the north and the upper peninsula. You'll get more sunshine than the rest of us, I think, today. Farther south you are in the lower peninsula, the more likely you'll have some clouds, a little sun, but some clouds. And you might also get another shower in the lower peninsula. We all get sunshine starting Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be a little cloudy in the lower peninsula again. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, some sunshine for everybody. Let me show you why I say that. There's a little bit of rain from the past 3 hours in the lower peninsula, and those little spots that show up in the UP briefly, I think that's fog. But there's a little storm center that's in southwestern Wisconsin, and it's cut off from like the general flow west-east across the continent. It's just sitting there. Now it's going to drift to the south, but before it does, you can see it's kind of like spinning. It's pulling moist air from the south, pushing clouds into the lower peninsula, and occasionally a shower. And that's the reason why the farther south you are, the more likely you run into clouds and showers. And the farther north you are, the less you'll feel the effects of this little storm center. Now, as it drifts to the south, it takes with it the clouds and the moisture and the showers. And here's what the radar will look like later today, and then tonight, and tomorrow. A few showers around, and I'll extend that a little bit further here. That's Wednesday morning. There's Wednesday midday and afternoon. You see there's not much rain around there. And south of Cadillac, it'll be a little heavier. And if you're going all the way down to Ohio or Indiana or Illinois, you'll get even heavier rain. Probably some lightning, thunder and lightning, way south of us in those 3 states, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. But for us, not too bad of a day. Farther north you are, the more sunshine. The farther south, clouds and maybe another shower. Whether you get clouds or sunshine or shower, temperatures look mild, 60s and 70s. One of the reasons why, even with clouds around, we're getting these relatively warm temperatures is because you could see the push of what that storm's doing. It's centered over in Wisconsin. It's pushing from the south. That's warmer air. And so even though there's clouds around, there are clouds around, highs to be well in the 60s for even those cloudy areas. Tomorrow, again, maybe a stray shower in the southern part of the lower peninsula, but not much rain around. tomorrow, and then a dry period. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, mostly sunny. I don't have any rain at all those 5 days. And this weekend's going to warm up a little bit. The average high temperature Saturday and Sunday in the UP will be 75, and the average high in the lower will be 80. And I have no doubt that some towns over the weekend in the lower peninsula, southern lower, 82, 3, 4 maybe. And Sunday, first day of October. So that's a little bonus for us to get such a warm day or warm pair of days on the last day of September and the first day of October. So whatever plans you have for the outdoors this weekend, make them, enjoy them. I insist you get outside. I'm telling, I'm not asking, get outside. So,
one of those situations, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my friends is camping in the UP, and during this time, I mean, he does what he wants to do, but during this time of year, kind of was taking a little bit of a risk, Mark, at the end of September, early October.
Well, yeah,
doing some outdoor camping.
It could very well be chilly. And if you told me, 6 months ago, I'm going to go out this time of the year, I'd say it's iffy.
Yeah,
could be chilly. But northern Michigan's still pretty good with some relatively mild weather and sometimes warm days all the way to mid-October. It's around the middle of October when I tell you after mid-October, I'd say, yeah, you might want to take an extra layer because it can get pretty chilly toward the end of October and into November, of course. But
it's one thing if you're out on a hike for a couple hours, but they're doing tent camping. I mean, they're outside.
You got to pay attention to the latest forecast when you do that this time of the year. But they're lucky, and I think it's a good time. I wouldn't mind spending some time out in the evenings myself in the next few days and nights. Night times, by the way, most of the lows be 50s. And that's about, depends on where you are, 10, 12 degrees above normal. A typical night, if you look at the record book, would be 42, 4, 5 for low temperature. The next few nights could be mostly 50s. Wow. So yeah.
All right, shall we say hi to our friends, Mark?
Please.
All right. Got Christopher with his weather report, 62 and rainy in Farmington Hills. Susan Radka watching again this morning. Hi, Susan. She said howdy from the Akiak Lake Zoo. Bergen? Don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Either way, appreciate you watching from Claire this morning. Got our friend Joel. He is back to cutting firewood today. It's 64 degrees, partly cloudy at the Pleasanton Patriots Pub.
This guy, he's outside every day, isn't he? He's busy guy.
Pouring concrete, cutting firewood, riding his motorcycle.
Tapping the maple trees. Yeah,
yep,
Jim just said, gathering that maple syrup.
Yeah.
And speaking of maple syrup, what's today, Brendan?
Oh, National Pancake Day. We've been doing these new questions of the day, and normally I come up with it. I just look at the National Day calendar and see what's coming up. But it got me hungry thinking of all the things you can put on pancakes. The syrup, the fruit, whipped cream, the butter. Oh, chocolate chips.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, good memory, Mark. That's seems like so long ago. The TV side of things.
There's a chain of restaurants, or at least there used to be, the International House of Pancakes, IHOP. But I haven't seen one of those lately. Are those still around? Oh, Jim just said there's one in Jackson, Michigan.
Okay.
I hadn't thought about that in a while because we don't have one here, and I haven't thought about it.
Plenty of brunch spots and things. But yeah, you bring up a good point. I haven't seen one. I haven't been to one in a long time.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah. It's been a while. Yeah.
We have Tammy watching. Good morning to you, Tammy. Wendy, I think you used one of her hot shots today, right, Mark?
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Wendy says, good morning from gloomy Prudenville. Can't wait for the upcoming amazing weekend weather.
Okay. Very good.
Susan Lash Sims says, good morning from cloudy Kalkaska. Had a few sprinkles just a few minutes ago. Mark said it's 62 degrees, raining in the Thumb area. And Christopher is guessing fog for the quiz question.
All right.
I have Susie Q saying good morning. Everybody looking sharp guys. Thank you, Susie Q. 57 where she is. And looks like rain, Mark.
Where?
Mark. She's in Frederick.
Grayling,
Gaylord area.
Yeah, you might get a shower there today. There's been some light rain near you. It's not raining a whole lot near you now, just a few sprinkles like our Kalkaska person was just saying. But not a lot of rain, but yeah, you're going to have kind of a mostly cloudy potentially wet day.
For those wondering, they got the floor done. Some new flooring in their home. Looks beautiful, she said. She's off to go, and she has a busy day, Mark. Off to go swimming, and then biking, and then dancing.
Wow, that is a busy day.
Yeah. Matt says, good morning, Brendan, and welcome back, Mark.
Thank you.
Susan is guessing Twilight. Susan Radka, I should say.
Okay.
We have, Wendy saying, heard of them all when it comes to the weather quiz.
Very good.
And grew up listening to them, she said.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And Wendy's guessing Twilight.
Okay.
And Christopher said he's 52 and he's heard of all three singers.
Very good.
And Joel said never heard the song, but he thinks it's Fog.
Okay.
Twilight is Susie Q's guess. Nancy's guessing the same. Matt is guessing the same. Susan Lash Sims guessing Twilight. Jackie says it's 58 degrees in Kalkaska. It's cloudy and a little rainy. She's going to be volunteering today. And my mom's watching as well. She said it's rainy there as well, which matches up with our other friend reporting some rain in the Thumb. My mom's in Port Huron. She said, good morning, my favorite news guys.
Good morning.
And she said, yeah, it's beautiful other than the rain. And she's hoping you feel better, Mark, with your injury you were talking about yesterday.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm okay. It just takes a little while. It's plantar fasciitis stuff. That when you get that, it's just a pain in the foot for a while. And so it'll be all right. Just got to wait it out.
How do you treat that?
Well, you can treat the symptoms, meaning that I do exercises and loosen it up. And it makes it feel better, but I can't do anything to make it go away. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and hopefully he will do something more serious. I'm hoping he gives me some magic injection and just makes it go away. So I'm not sure what he'll do, but I've had this for, I felt it when I went to Chicago in early July.
Okay.
So I've been dealing with it for going on 3 months now. And if you've had it, it's pesky. I've had many years ago, I had it before. And so it just happens.
Hopefully that doctor has that magic injection ready to go.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's very annoying because you know how much I like my walks.
Oh yeah.
And I can't take these long walks with this. It's too painful. So however, there's always something else. You got to be optimistic and work around problems in your life. You got to be philosophical. I'm doing a hell of a lot of kayaking lately.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to walk so much to do kayaking. So yeah, I've been out in the water a lot. So I've been liking that.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. You gotta bend with whatever happens in life. So yeah.
Hopefully everything goes well for you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Got Andrea saying good morning. Chilly in the eastern UP. And Joel took a friend trekking yesterday, stopped to look at the creek at Big Eagle, sitting on a branch, fishing. It didn't know we were there and watched it for about 20 minutes. So that Big Eagle looking for a little snack there.
That's
and
right.
Back to see it. Yeah.
Right. Just looking for lunch.
Jackie guessing Twilight. And Andrea talking about driving home on Sunday. She snapped some beautiful pictures of the trees changing colors on I-75 North in the northern lower peninsula.
Yeah.
But that was beautiful. Yeah. Joel said 4 days left in his 50s. Keep busy every day, he said.
That's the key. You got to do that.
And Jackie, she's making me hungry. So she said, Brendan, we need to go back to Cracker Barrel and get those pancake tacos. Did I tell you about the
pancake tacos? No, I want to hear about it.
Delicious.
What do they do? Pancake, roll it up, something inside?
Yeah, you got it. That's exactly it. I don't know why it took so long for me to finally find one of these things. I didn't know they existed. Yeah, so you have a pancake, and they put bacon, egg, and cheese, and fold it up, and then you can dip it in syrup.
Man, that sounds pretty good. And that sounds pretty imaginative for the Cracker Barrel. Usually it's a very, steady, original, what's the word? Traditional kind of a meal you get there. But that's pretty imaginative for them. That's great. It sounds good.
Delicious, yeah. Gail is reporting some drizzle where she is this morning. We got Wally, who sent us those directories, I should say, for Drummond Island.
All right, okay.
And he's saying, good morning, Mark and Brendan. A little rain where he is in Mayo.
Okay.
Judy, good to hear from you. I wonder, let's see. Wonder where Judy is these days. She's the one who goes down to the river for the winter in Tennessee.
Okay.
Wonder if she's still up north. She has Morton's neuroma. Is that how you say it? Morton's neuroma?
I don't know that.
It's in her left foot. It's been there for years, she said.
Man.
A Morton's neuroma.
Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good.
No. Christopher said also Bing Crosby and David Bowie did a Christmas song together in 77 before Bing passed away.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah.
And Susan Radka is saying, yeah, that's painful. She had plantar fasciitis a few years ago. And have you tried rolling the arch of your foot on a tennis ball, Mark?
I used a soup can, but it's the same principle. Yes, that's right. I did that. It's helpful briefly, but she knows that all you do is just treating the symptoms to get you through maybe an hour or 2 or 3. And then as soon as you sit down somewhere, the pain comes back.
Okay.
So you have to just keep at it.
Mm-hmm. Susan Q commenting, yeah. And I've joined them for a couple times, but she's been to Cracker Barrel the past 4 times, I believe, that she's been in Traverse City. We're going to a place called Red Spire on Thursday.
Weight Watchers?
It's a Weight Watcher group. Yep.
You guys
going to eat.
That's kind of a funny thing to do. The Weight Watchers meet up for lunch, but rather than meet up for like a pickleball game or something. So
we go to our meetings, learn about different tricks and
sure, then go out to lunch.
And then go out to lunch. Yeah, we have to eat anyway, so might as well do it together. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
And Judy, I'm glad you're still watching so we can find out what's going on with you. She said, we leave for the river next Wednesday. Was glad to watch y'all all summer.
Very good.
Appreciate you watching, Judy. And you can access us. And I know you know this because you watched us from Tennessee, but you can watch us wherever your travels take you. So
very good.
All right. Looks like we're all caught up, Mark.
All right. Bing Crosby, Fats Waller, Joe Stafford, and other people too all recorded this song in the gloaming. But what does gloaming mean? Well, it means twilight. It's an old Scott word for twilight, in the gloaming.
I think most people got that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep.
But
anything else on your mind, Mark?
That's it. People might know the word gloaming more than they know Joe Stafford or Fats Waller or Bing Crosby. I mean, those are great names in music history, but it is history. And it's disappointing how many, not you, Brendan, but I'm thinking about my kids. They just don't know these people, and that's too bad because they had great voices. Anyway, I'm done. Yeah.
And Christopher's 1 for 2. He wanted
very good.
Yep.
All right. We'll do it again tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Wednesday morning.